So it seems we have some details on just how well Microsoft and of course the Xbox One are doing for themselves. Now, overall, Xbox One sales were up year over year, and this is despite a decline in hardware revenue. Now, Microsoft attributed this decline in revenue to the, of course, lower sales of the Xbox 360 as well as the lowered price of the Xbox One. However, unit sales of the console were up year on year for the period ending March 31st. As reported in their financial release, Xbox Live grew 26% year over year compared to Q3 financial year 2015, and they said that this increase was, quote, driven by the growth of Xbox One and Windows 10. They also said that Xbox One sales are continuing to outpace prior generations in both reach and engagement, and also said that gaming hours grew on Windows 10 by 50% thanks to Xbox One games making their way to the Windows Store. And I've got a bit of a quote here which reads, quote, bringing top Xbox One titles to Windows Store helped grow gaming hours on Windows 10 by 50% over the last quarter. However, solely in gaming, revenue grew 4% to $64 million due to, quote, continued progress in the monetization of the installed base. As mentioned before, revenues from Xbox Live grew 21% due to higher volumes of transactions, revenue per transaction, as well as increased revenue from Microsoft Game Studios. Now, when looking forward, Microsoft did say they expect to see, quote, continued healthy user engagement on the Xbox platform and, of course, Windows 10. And they did, of course, touch on E3 2016, even if it was only briefly, to basically say that they will be announcing new titles for the upcoming fiscal year. Sadly, no hard numbers as to how much the Xbox One has actually sold in terms of units sold to customers or anything like that, but it seems overall the Xbox One is doing well for Microsoft. And it's hardly a surprise that bringing their top tier games to Windows 10 as well as Xbox One has improved things for the Windows Store, especially given that the Windows Store is not great and is plagued with issues, but that is a different video entirely which I am working on. I'm certainly intrigued as to what they're going to be talking about at E3 this year. We're undoubtedly going to see more trailers for Recore, maybe for Scalebound, Crackdown, and a few other bits, but we're probably going to see some new things revealed as well, and I'm definitely going to be watching with keen interest to see what it is they have for us at the end of this year, which of course is pretty much the prime time for all the big releases, as we all know, now that the early rush is behind us. So, that is me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.